The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Marcus Reed stepped forward, his weathered hands gripping the ornate podium. Around him, representatives from 12 different species sat in their elaborate floating chairs, their bioluminescent organs pulsing with what he had learned to recognize as barely contained amusement. "Honored delegates," Marcus began, his voice steady despite the weight of humanity's future resting on his shoulders. "Earth formally requests membership in the Galactic Defense Coalition." A sound like wind chimes mixed with grinding metal erupted from the Zephyrian delegate's translator. "The primitive bipeds wish to join our military alliance?" The crystalline being's form shimmered with what Marcus now knew was laughter. "What could your species possibly contribute to our advanced warfare capabilities?" The Craxan delegate, a massive arthropod whose carapace gleamed under the chamber's artificial suns, clicked his mandibles dismissively. "We have witnessed your crude projectile weapons, human. Chemical explosions propelling metal fragments? How quaint!" More harmonic laughter rippled through the assembly. Marcus remained calm, having expected this reaction. For 3 months, he had endured their condescension as Earth's technologies were systematically dismissed. Their nuclear fusion was inefficient. Their spacecraft were lumbering. Their computers were barely sentient. But it was their weapons that drew the most mockery. "Your firearms," the ethereal Void Singer representative intoned, its voice like whispers from deep space, "are relics of a barbaric past. We transcended such primitive tools millennia ago." The being gestured with appendages that bent reality around them. "We harnessed the very fabric of space-time itself. We weaponized dark matter. We command the quantum foam." The other delegates murmured agreement, their various forms of communication creating a symphony of superiority. Marcus had heard it all before, how humanity's kinetic weapons were laughably outdated, how their reliance on gunpowder and ballistics marked them as a species still crawling from the primordial ooze. "Indeed," Marcus replied, his tone unchanged. "Your technologies are magnificent. But if I may, perhaps a demonstration would be illuminating?" The Zephyrian's crystalline form brightened. "You wish to show us these primitive armaments? Very well. Let us observe how the baby species plays at war." The chamber's viewing screens activated, displaying the asteroid field designated as Testing Zone Omega-7. Floating in the void was a standard galactic defense dummy target, a sphere of compressed neutronium wrapped in energy shielding that could withstand the combined firepower of a coalition fleet. "Observe," the Craxan announced proudly, "as our quantum disruptors demonstrate true power." Beams of impossible energy lanced out from hidden emplacements, reality itself seeming to bend around the target. The neutronium sphere's shields flared brilliantly, absorbing energies that could crack moons. After 30 seconds of sustained fire, a small scorch mark appeared on its surface. "Impressive," Marcus acknowledged genuinely. "Now, if you would permit us?" The chamber filled with that wind chime laughter again. "By all means, human. Show us your guns!" The viewing screen shifted to show a single human figure floating in a basic EVA suit near the target. Marine Gunnery Sergeant Patricia Williams had volunteered for this moment, and she looked impossibly small against the cosmic backdrop. In her hands, she carried what appeared to be nothing more than an oversized rifle, a weapon the aliens had already dismissed as a crude tube for hurling metal. Williams raised the weapon, took careful aim, and fired. The universe seemed to hold its breath. The depleted uranium round, accelerated to 15% of light speed by a railgun system that humanity had perfected in secret, struck the neutronium sphere dead center. The impact released energies equivalent to a small star going nova in the space of a nanosecond. The indestructible target simply ceased to exist. The silence in the chamber stretched for long moments. Then, slowly, the Void Singer spoke, its ethereal voice now tinged with something new, respect. That projectile, it achieved relativistic velocity. The kinetic energy release was... The being paused, calculating. Impossible. How did you accelerate matter to such speeds without exotic matter manipulation? Marcus allowed himself a small smile. We discovered something your advanced civilizations forgot in your pursuit of exotic technologies. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. We took our primitive kinetic weapons and applied 3 centuries of engineering refinement. The Craxan delegate leaned forward, his earlier amusement replaced by keen interest. You achieved this without dark matter conduits? Without quantum manipulation? Using only electromagnetic acceleration? We learned to be very good at making things go very fast. Williams's voice crackled through the comm system, matter-of-fact as always. Turn out, when you make a small thing go fast enough, it hits like the fist of an angry god. The Zephyrian's crystalline form had stopped pulsing entirely. Your species weaponized, physics itself. Raw, fundamental physics. We are good at taking simple concepts to their absolute limits, Marcus replied. It's what we do. As the delegates exchanged glances filled with newfound wariness and respect, Marcus knew that humanity had just earned its place among the stars, not by copying alien technologies, but by perfecting their own path. Sometimes, the old ways were the best ways, especially when you made them fast enough to punch holes in reality.